If you ask Google about the features of academic writing, objectivity comes up high on the list. With almost 30 million hits, most of them coming from universities, you can say that being objective is crucial in academic writing. But what does being objective mean? Some people think being objective is to hear both sides of an issue. Let's take a fairly uncontroversial one. The Earth is round. Actually, let's be more precise. The Earth is spherical. The other side of the issue, as some would still have it, is the Earth is flat. Should we consider these two claims equally? If you want to believe that NASA's images are computer-generated, then how about these simple observable facts? So being objective is not so much about considering every opinion on a subject, but about having the weight of evidence on your side and expressing your ideas accordingly. However, not every piece of information is as clear-cut as the Earth is spherical. Some issues are too recent, too complex, or too contested to be labeled as facts. Examples are questions such as, should young children use iPads in the classroom? Are GMOs safe? Do video games make people violent? And, keeping with our space theme, is there life in space? Before you dismiss this one as science fiction, know that it is a legitimate emerging field known as astrobiology. So, to the question, is there life in space, we might be tempted to reply in absolute terms. But remember that being objective means asking first, what does the evidence say? And finding the right words to express it. In the following examples, we'll look at the language strategies used to express caution when making claims. The first one is quantifying and qualifying the evidence available to make a particular case. Here, the author indicates the absolute lack of evidence for life in space with no, but current and today indicate that it may emerge later. Here are some other words frequently used to quantify or qualify evidence. Find the complete list in this Canvas module. In this example, the evidence is again being qualified, this time as new, which implies it needs corroboration. A second strategy is to use a reporting verb that indicates the contested nature of the information, in this case, suggests, as opposed to demonstrate or prove. A third strategy is to frame the idea as a possibility or probability. Here are other words that you can use to convey a similar meaning. In this example, we find two of the strategies we've seen before. The reporting verb argued, which frames the author's point as contested, not a fact, and the framing of the idea itself as a possibility. A fourth strategy is the use of modal verbs, in this case, may, which is needed due to the tentative nature of the claim. Other modal verbs include the following. To summarize, being objective in academic writing means supporting your claims with appropriate evidence and adjusting your language accordingly. Some of the strategies you can use are quantifying and qualifying the evidence available, using appropriate reporting verbs, using expressions to indicate tentativeness or possibility, and using modal verbs.